Every day of our lives, we judge the actions, the behaviors, and of course the looks of others. We judge their bodies, their religions, their skin tones, and even their way of speaking. We are 7 billion experts in the field of how others are supposed to be. It would seem there is a factory churning out thousands of new criteria every day to evaluate our fellow Earth shipmates. And we are ravenous consumers of new ways to judge our fellow Earth human beings into oblivion. In spite of the fact that we are all the creation force, we see ourselves as 7 billion individual tyrants of perfection with a divine mandate to judge. The main problem with judgment is it is not consistent over time, over cultures, or even continents, let alone throughout all of creation. Judgment actually has no real use in our lives except to create more division within ourselves. We have so little information about each human expression on Earth to work with, yet we are all divine experts in the process of condemnation of others based on that tiny bit of information. Some would say a machine creates absurd aspects of ourselves to judge in order to easily divide and conquer us all, as we fight about whose skin color is more victimized. Whatever the reason, the judgment is a problem for those who wish to move along in the consciousness process. Everything is the creator. Everything is an expression of that eternal energy. Creation, in its effort to express itself in as many ways as possible, for eternity, does not judge any version of itself. Sadly, that is left to the expressions themselves. If creation does not judge itself, why do you judge creation? Why do you insist on judging, often condemning, aspects of the creation force itself? What do you actually have to gain by being critical of the expressions of a force that loves you without condition? Some will say, "But I don't judge others, I just judge myself." How sad. The Creator does not judge itself, yet you judge yourself by criteria handed to you from who knows where? You are creation, so you are, by divine right, allowed to live without judgment of yourself. You may live free of condemnation of self, simply by virtue of the fact that the Creator, the all that is and ever was, you, lives without internal judgment. Are you seeking approval? You are approved. Are you seeking acceptance? You are accepted. Are you seeking validation? You are perfect. Creation understands aspects of itself grow at different rates, and often those rates represent awkwardness and confusion. Yet creation does not wipe out the expression based on prejudice. In fact, your soul understands this too, even if you do not. Consider this. You are part of a soul expression, which is of course part of creation as a whole. One day you are required to invite all of your soul's incarnations to a party. All 1,000 of them. Could you? Could you invite the racist, the handicapped, the ugly, the violent, the poorly dressed? Could you welcome each and every peculiar and repulsive aspect of yourself into your home for the ultimate house party? Consider the rest of creation will gladly welcome you and all your faults to their house, without hesitation, but they are prohibited because you cannot do the same. Creation is full of an infinite number of expressions, many of them with wildly different forms of appearance than ourselves. In order to enter the realms of more connectedness, the petty, infantile, culturally based judgment cannot be present, as the more unified expressions of fifth density and beyond simply cannot accept a petty judgmental tyrant in its midst. If you'd like to move on to the more loving, caring, and compassionate Creator womb, you'll have to accept all things creation creates. Should you accept all, as in judge and then conclude acceptance based on your informed opinion? No. You simply acknowledge that all exists, has a right to exist, and all things that further the understanding of creation are welcome. Remember, creation cannot judge you, so simply give up your right to judge creation and see a new reality open up.